Våre 8 norsk-amerikanske venner nå I idylliske Åsgårdstrand I Vestfold.
This is exactly like home. I understand why my people came from the south of Norway to Seattle because this is exactly like Seattle.
I love Åsgårdsgarden or Åsgårdsgard.
Ungestrand, Ungo.
Åsgårdstrand.
Åsgårdstrand?
Åsgårdstrand. It's because it's like ass garden.
Oh, guys!
Whoa! Oh, hello.
Good eye, Kels.
He's either a painter or a member of a jazz band.
When we first saw that painter, I had no idea who that was. I just thought, I like that straw hat. I could probably wear that. Is that tree? There's a white picket fence just like
And that's the tree right here in the corner.
Oh, he has a note for us. Kate, go for it.
Oh, you guys, welcome to a week filled with Norwegian culture and art.
When I heard this week was about culture and art, I thought, shoot, I would say my drawing and painting skills are on the same level of that with about a 4th grader.
Being an artist and a musician myself, this is kind of, I don't know, the most ideal week for me.
To get started, you have to solve this riddle.
Ooh, I like this.
You'll find me in a yellow home, a place a famous painter would roam. His artwork is a national treasure. Guess his name at your leisure.
Can we guess on 3?
Fridtjof. The only Norwegian artist that I've ever heard of was Ylvis, which I don't even know if is a real Norwegian artist. It's the musician that sang What Does the Fox Say? The 2 guys. That's all I know. I don't know any kind of artist that normally wears these outfits. Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I think it has to be Edvard Munch.
All right.
And this is like his style.
Is it his style?
And we were just talking about the paint of the houses being all white, and this says his house is yellow, so it should be easy to find.
Let's find it, no doubt.
Okay,
I
let's
bet
do
it's
it.
go. To the yellow house.
Oh, there we go.
Edvard Munch's gate.
I can tell.
I think this is Edvard Munch's, this is his street, so I think we're on the right path. Scream.
See, it looks like Lars.
Lars, do it again.
Get down there, Lars.
Lars, do the...
Get down there. Let's see it.
Ooh, guys, we gotta do the hands.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Lars has the perfect shaped head, mouth, eyes, hands, everything. He's a famous work of art, even though it's a freaky piece of art.
I see something.
You see what
I see a sign.
Oh, it's his house.
This is
Hey there. Hi.
Hi.
Come into the garden.
Thank you.
I can see you found the house. But do you know who used to live here?
Picasso?
Picasso.
Edvard Munch?
Yeah, that's right. This house actually belonged to the world-famous painter Edvard Munch. And Solfrid is the curator of the estate. Say hi, Solfrid.
Hi, Solfrid.
You can now go have a look inside, and she will answer all your questions. And afterwards, when you're done with the tour, you can meet me out in the garden for the first team competition.
All right, sounds good.
Let's do it.
I don't know anything about Norwegian art, and I'm really excited to learn about Edvard Munch. So it should be cool.
Watch your head, tall people. Hello. How are you?
Oh,
Good to
this is
see
palette.
you.
You guys, there's palettes in here.
Look at all of his tinctures and potions.
And his
that
ties
is so
and his
cool.
hat.
Oh, his outfit.
Oh my gosh.
So the house is about 200 years old, and Munch buys it when he's 34 years old.
Are all these sketches his? Look at these.
No, they are just copies, but the furniture and so on were Munch's. We even have his toothbrush.
There's some kind of a magic in being and knowing that you're in the same place that something happened. So you're in the same place where this masterpiece was created.
Norsk kunst en viktig del av vår kulturhistorie. Og selv om nordmenn kanskje ikke kjent som verdens mest kresne samlere, har det blitt laget mye spennende kunst her. Norske kunstnere har gjerne en forkjærlighet for kroppen I all sin prakt. Og til og med Hollywood har latt seg inspirere av norske mesterverk. En av de største norske kunstnerne gjennom tidene den verdensberømte maleren Edvard Munch. Hans malerier trekker fortsatt store horder av skuelystne kunstelskere til norske museer. De siste årene har nordmenn brukt mye tid på å diskutere andre ting enn selve maleriene. Munch bodde deler av sitt liv i Åsgårdstrand, og flere av hans velkjente motiver er nettopp herfra.
When I saw the 4 paintings, I was a little bit nervous that we were going to be doing something with the painting with the dicks in it. And I was like, nej tack.
Your task today is to recreate one of these paintings. You're going to use yourselves as motifs for a photograph, and the team with the photo that resembles the original the most wins the competition.
Undoubtedly, unquestionably, I wanted to do the one with the full frontal male nudity. Jeff wanted it too.
I can tell you that the one you're going to recreate...
No. As a school teacher, I was probably not really excited about doing anything where there was nudity involved, although my husband did give me full permission to do whatever it takes to win Alt for Norge, so...
It's not going to be this one. You're going to recreate this painting. And the original was actually painted right here in Åsgårdstrand. So if you look closely, you might be able to find the exact spot that Munch used.
Maleriet som norsk-amerikanerne skal gjenskape heter 4 piker i Åsgårdstrand. De 2 lagene har nå 30 minutter på seg til å skaffe alt de trenger av kostymer og rekvisitter i Åsgårdstrand sentrum. Deretter har de 10 minutter på å kle seg opp og ta et bilde som ligner så mye som mulig på selve maleriet.
That looks just like even the cobblestone on the side.
Clothes are great, but what we really need is fabric.
Rødt lag består av Jeff, Lars, Richard og Kelsey. Mens blått lag består av Lauren, Kate, Johnny og Thomas.
Unchill. Can we borrow like your hat and some of your clothes?
We need as many clothes as possible. Do you have anything you can contribute? I have this. That would be great.
Yes, perfect.
Great.
Yes. Thank you.
That's great.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Can we have your pants?
My pants?
And what do we have in here?
Oh, that's my skirt.
Would it be possible for us to
We don't
borrow
need
this?
it though. We don't need that.
Oh, we need this.
No, it's this color.
Oh.
Unshu, may we borrow your black shoes?
Okay. I want to play in a concert, but okay. You can.
Oh, well then you need
might
to play
want to keep
now?
them.
5 o'clock, I think.
Probably not. Probably not. So sorry, but thank you anyway. You were totally gonna do it. Thank you.
I think our strategy was just to find as many costumes as possible. Just get them all.
Blått lag derimot gjør det litt annerledes, og de starter med å se om det er noen hjemme i det første huset de ser.
Oh, hi! Picture. Get ready. Yep. Hi. We are with Alt for Norge. We're doing a competition. We're looking for some clothes because we're recreating this picture. Can you help us? Dresses.
I don't think we have any of these clothes.
It doesn't have to look exactly like this. Just say colors, like an apron or a sheet. Do you have a lady in the house?
No, I'm actually home alone now.
Oh. Do you have a closet? Can we come in and look at the closet?
If you want to.
Yeah.
The guy was great. He's like, yeah, man, like, come on in. As long as you guys return everything, you can totally take whatever you need. Like, perfect. So Johnny and Kate run upstairs and start pulling stuff out of closets.
Long sleeve blue. I don't know if that will fit anybody.
Okay, guys, what else? There's some trench coats downstairs.
Well, I'll squeeze them in anything.
Is that something gray?
And then Lauren went into the bathroom and was like, red.
Look how bright red this is. Oh, yes. Take it for the hat.
Oh, we can turn it inside out.
Sport. A woman walked in and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, Alt for Norge?
Do you have a son that lives here?
My son?
Yeah. He said, come in.
Did my son say come in?
Yes.
A house full of strangers?
Okay, so...
Oh my God, this is so awkward. Just, seriously, like, I can't believe this is happening right now.
We're doing a competition. We have to dress like these people and take a picture. So...
Come with me.
Oh, okay.
Come with me.
Okay. And she's like, well, come with me. I've got some friends on the porch. We're having a party. You can come. Maybe we have some clothes you can borrow.
Hi. We're with Alt for Norge. We we have to dress like them and recreate this picture. Can you help us?
Yes. What about this?
Yes.
But if you are going to borrow this, I have to have a hug.
Oh, yes.
Different from the boys. Okay. I also want from all my friends.
Yes, of course. The cost of borrowing their clothing was hugs. That's an even trade. Hugs for clothes.
Oh, look at that!
Yes.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Would you be willing to give up your socks? Yeah?
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. They're just a little warm.
30 minutter har gått, og lagene får nå 10 minutter på seg til å finne et egnet sted, skifte klær og ta bilde.
No.
Do you guys know where this is taken? Or where this was painted?
Is it in Oskarstrand?
It is. Yeah.
Come on, Lauren. Come on, Lauren. Here's more of those yellow ones. Yes, go.
Okay, so we could maybe use this as a recreation point. That's not a good one. I think we're pretty good. The location we picked may not be the best. We don't know.
I'm liking where we picked, guys.
All right.
I'm liking where we picked.
Here's hoping.
Oh.
You put it on your arms.
Yeah,
she's a very busy lady.
that's good.
Okay, I need it.
There, but under. No.
I've never worn anything like this before, that's for sure. I'm feeling really fancy.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh no, I usually wear this amount of makeup and kind of the same style on Saturday nights. This is my signature look.
Do I need anything on my lips?
Yep.
You gotta squat down.
You know, I generally take myself pretty seriously. It kind of feels good because it's impossible to take myself seriously right now.
Fix Tom's shoulder.
Wait, you just look up.
I've got a brown dress for hair, and then it's a bath mat on my head, which we literally just nabbed out of someone's actual bathroom. You seem like clean people though, so.
Thomas, get lower. Get lower. Kate, can you get a little bit lower?
My quads are burning! Take the picture!
The black leggings.
I know this is crazy, but for time right now, can you just take my pants off while I do this?
Okay, we're going.
I think our team is very strong. I think we're really, really good. And I think we have enough raw materials to achieve this image.
We're putting blush on the cheeks of the boys with a flower is all we've got. And then blood if we have to.
So pin.
Here we go.
Pin.
Big credit to Jeff. We did not pick up any lipstick, but Jeff made some rouge for us. He pricked his finger, and so I have some Jeff blood all over my face here to really give me that same look.
9,
Come.
8, 7. It's so good.
I could tell the picture was going to be really good by the decibel of Johnny's squealing.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good. We get one more.
If Monk was still alive and he saw our picture next to his painting, I don't know that he could even himself tell the difference.
And we need more blood?
No, yeah, you boys, you do. Why are we doing this with blood?
Are you guys all posed?
Mm-hmm.
Pose. There you go.
We'll let you know when it's flashing.
Yep. Plenty of time. No, it's not flashing.
It's okay, he's getting the picture.
We're all right.
The hardest part was probably Richard's part, actually, being able to see how he was positioned while he's simultaneously taking the picture.
Here you go.
That was intense. But, you know, hey, we had to have somebody do it, and he was the one that knows photography, so.
Is it flashing?
No.
Tech support.
I'm not really an experienced photographer. I've dated photographers. So maybe some of their knowledge will pass down to me.
Yep.
All right, that's it.
Last one.
All right.
Good team. Good
Oh,
team.
looking great, guys.
Awesome. I'm guessing we may have had a little better costumes. They may have had a little better location. So we'll have to see what the Munch expert decides.
Fotografiene klare, og kuratoren ved Munchs hus, Solfrid, skal nå kåre hvilket bilde hun syns gjenskapte maleriet på best måte.
Okay, Solfrid, I think you can unveil the first picture now.
Bravo. That looks great. That's nice, you guys. That's nice.
Solfrid, what do you think of this picture?
First of all, you found the correct location and great work on the costumes. And also I see the facial expressions, they differ somewhat from the original, but that gives it a personal touch. And the two of you here look very cute.
When they revealed the blue team's photo, I was just so impressed by their picture. It looked so good, and I thought for sure it was going to be close.
Okay, let's see the next picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's so good.
Okay, Solfrid, what's your judgment on this picture?
Again, great work on the costumes. You've given the details much attention, and you've captured the difference in height between the characters, but the location is wrong.
Our Edvard Munch expert has found a winning team, and the winning team will receive an advantage in the next competition. The team that interpreted this task the best is Team Red. Yeah! Congratulations.
Nicely done, guys. Nicely done, nicely done. This guy is my favorite. His expression in the picture, I just can't get over it. So good. The boys were so serious and so perfect. Like, everyone has got the perfect expressions. I'm very proud of our team for this picture. Definitely.
Kvelden begynner å nærme seg, men før roen senker seg helt, venter en ny utfordring.
Oh, wait a minute, fellas. I think I spy with my little eye. What have we here?
So this must be where those girls live. This house is amazing.
What do you see back there? What do you see?
I see some easels.
We noticed some easels at first, so I thought, yes, we're gonna paint.
Knock, knock. I saw the easels, and then I like kind of turn and I see this like white, just this white shape.
We hope this is the right house.
Johnny walks in first, and all of a sudden he just goes, whoa, whoa. And I think that he may have walked into a beehive or something. It was kind of an odd reaction that he gave.
What's a naked man?
Weird.
I heard Johnny say, "Oh my God, there's a naked man," and I looked in the house. I was like, "Where?" As in, like, didn't whoever's house this is know we're coming? Like, why aren't they dressed yet? And then I didn't really notice it until I guess I turned around, and then there he was.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah!
No. Oh my God, Johnny's not here. Johnny.
All right, we have a note, everybody. We have a note. Who wants to take a listen? Well, take a look here.
Come on, Lauren. Lauren, go. Come on.
I think I hid behind Johnny a little bit when everyone was like, "Lauren, you go read it," and I was like, "Nine." But I guess I did it.
You got it, Lauren. No, Lauren.
All right, go for it, baby.
Yeah.
Of course Jeff wants it.
Okay. When I got up there, this little thing was, well, you can see how small the writing is, and it was like right by his crotch.
Get down at eye level there, Lauren. Get down at eye level.
As inspiring artists, you will get one more challenge today, but this one is just for fun. You are invited to try life drawing, and the model is already waiting for you. I have never painted or drawn a naked man in my life, so this is definitely a new artistic experience, as Fritjof says.
Say, Richard, a little quick critique here. What do you think, Richard? Doing all right? How's that looking?
I think he added a few things, like a few veins.
Sometimes you just got to get into it, man. An artist sees what he sees, and that's what I saw. So I'm sure I'll get a lot of eye rolls from the family back home, but I love it. I think he's beautiful. It's all part of nature.
For me, it was hard to get the proportions right.
You've
Yours
never
looks
drawn
really
a human being, right?
good. No. Stick figures.
Yeah. Good job. This is totally fun.
It's fun. Really relaxing too, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, I actually kind of needed this
Yeah.
little break
I
from
totally
my
agree.
brain.
Today's been awesome. You know, seeing where an artist creates their work and someone who has been culturally relevant for years and years and years. Just cool being in a place like this.
I couldn't imagine a better end of the day. We've been looking at monk artwork all day. We've been studying his nudes, and we finished the day with a naked dude that we get to draw. There's no better end to a day.
Etter pausen drar deltakerne til Oslo. Og her lærer de om norsk litteratur.
Harry Hole.
Yeah.
That's the most unfortunate detective name I've ever heard of.
Harry Butthole.
Før pausen fulgte norskamerikanerne i Edvard Munchs fotspor i Åsgårdstrand. Nå har de forflyttet seg til selveste hovedstaden, og her fortsetter deres kulturelle eventyr.
We might be seeing the palace up ahead.
Are you serious?
I think so.
We get this like road too, leading straight up. Oslo's beautiful. There's a little bit of nature mixed in with history and flowers, and it's orderly, it's clean. I could see myself living in Oslo.
Straighten the pen. There you
Yeah.
go. Beautiful.
You just need a
Johnny.
cape.
You're working it. You're
That's great.
I love the park space. I love how everything is really, really open. It's really a pretty city.
Yeah, kneel down there, Tom. 1, 2, 3.
So the flag isn't the Norwegian flag, that's a sigil of some kind.
If that's up, then the king and queen are home.
Yeah. Or it could be another part of the monarchy. It might not be the king.
Maybe Mette-Marit is there.
It was just magical getting to see the palace. Like, I've never been that close to anything like that. And all I kept thinking about was how I could tell my girls that I got to go to where the king and queen live, like a real king and queen. I can't really explain it, but I felt honored that I even got to be that close.
Hey, they got the guard from Wizard of Oz. I love Oslo, and I'm amazed how open it is. We could walk right up to the royal palace. I don't know any other royal residence in all of Europe or anywhere where that's possible. Like, we were just nose to nose with the guards, and they were cool. So, very open, very friendly, and just very welcoming.
Hey guys, and welcome to Oslo. This city is often referred to as Tigerstaden, which means the tiger city. Not because we have a lot of tigers, because we don't. It's because of this guy, Bjørnstjerne Bjørnson. And not only did he win a Nobel Prize in Literature, he also wrote our national anthem. And in one of his poems, he referred to this city as a dangerous and ruthless tiger. Hopefully, you guys will get a much better impression of our dear capital. Because in this competition, you will get to learn a lot more about our culture, our capital, and specifically our literature.
Nordmenn elsker å lese. I snitt sluker vi rundt 18 bøker hver i året, og vi har ikke bare 4, men en rekke store internasjonale forfattere som fortsatt leses i dag. I 1879 satte Henrik Ibsen norske sinn i kok da han lot sin karakter Nora spasere ut av dørene på dukkehjemmet, mens Knut Hamsun 11 år senere lot sin sultne romankarakter i Kristiania forelske seg hodestups i den vakre og mystiske Ylajali. Men når vi nordmenn virkelig skal kose oss med en bok, finner vi gjerne fram noe brutalt og blodig. Vi elsker nemlig kriminalromaner, og en av våre favoritter er Jo Nesbøs bøker om Harry Hole. Hole er så populær at Oslo har fått sin egen guidede Harry-tur, hvor interesserte fans kan besøke stedene de har lest om i bøkene. Og nå er det våre norsk-amerikanske venner som må finne veien gjennom en litterær løype i hovedstaden.
So what do you guys know about literature?
Nothing.
Zero.
I denne konkurransen får lagene 4 gåter som leder dem til litterære karakterer. Når de finner karakterene og har sagt et kodeord, får de en ny gåte. Karakterene er Ylajali fra Hamsuns Sult, Beatles fra Lars Saabye Christensens bok med samme navn, Nora fra Ibsens Et dukkehjem, og den barske Harry Hole fra Jo Nesbøs krimbøker. Det laget som bruker lengst tid på litteraturløypa, må ut i en avgjørende konkurranse.
After losing yesterday, I was feeling really discouraged. Today, I probably want this win more than any other week just because I just can't even think about going home yet.
Siden rødt lag vant forrige konkurranse, får de 1 minutts fratrekk i totaltiden.
Are you ready for this?
We're ready.
This is your first clue.
Beautiful.
And your time starts now.
All right, let's see what we got. All right. It was during this time I starved this city. I saw this woman oh so pretty. My hunger for her was so hopeless, so tame. A restaurant even once took her name. I named her like a princess so sweet. You'll find her on St. Olaf Street. Call her by her weird foreign name and she will keep you in the game.
All right, let's go ask this guy.
None of us right off the bat knew where we needed to go or what we needed to find, and so our first goal was find some locals that could point us in the right direction.
St. Olaf Street, St. Olaf Street.
Unnskyld, you know where St. Olaf Street?
That's St. Olaf's Square, so I think it's probably one of those streets.
Let's
in between that.
Let's ask another person.
Looking for other names of St. Olaf's Plus?
That is not right.
St. Olaf, right there.
This is St. Olaf's Place.
Right.
St. Olaf's Gata.
Oh, look,
Gata.
look. No, there's a girl right there.
Oh! Hei.
Call her by her weird foreign name.
Teke hotpa.
But we didn't know the name of the actual princess. And we're like, oh, shoots. And the cafe next to her was not the name of her.
Cinderella. Aurora.
How about let's ask this girl over here. Hi, Anshul. Do you know the name of a princess that was like a foreign princess that someone fell in love with when they were like starved and hungry in the city of Oslo?
Bella?
It was probably from Knut Hamsun's Sult. I think her name was. Her name
Yes,
was,
this is it.
Ilayali.
Ulayali.
I have no idea what the princess's name was. I don't know if I actually even heard it. I remember Johnny and Thomas were repeating it.
Ulayali.
Yes! Yay! Okay, let's get it open. Read fast.
Også rødt lag finner raskt fram til Hamsuns litterære skikkelse.
Uliali?
Now you must move, but not too far, just to where all the poets are. Outside the home of books you can borrow, you'll find a group of boys without sorrow. They dream about Abbey Road and Penny Lane, but don't worry, they are not insane. If you tell them the name of their favorite band, you might get your next clue. The Beatles. We need a library, guys, a library. There was a reference to Abbey Road and Penny Lane, and we were supposed to name the poet's favorite band. And clearly, Penny Lane and Abbey Road, that's a Beatles reference right there. So it's going to be easy. We know once we get there, Beatles, but we just have to find out where we're going.
What's the name of the library?
Deichmanske bibliotek.
Deichmanske bibliotek?
Well,
Oh, be careful.
Happy Veterans Day. Let's go for it. Thank you.
That's the library, I think.
Okay. I see some boys without sorrow.
All right, that's our people.
Here we go. The Beatles.
The Beatles? You guys like the band The Beatles?
Blått lag har også funnet Deichmanske bibliotek. Men de klarer ikke å finne inngangen på bygget.
I think we're at the back entrance.
I think we are too.
Okay. We went straight to the arch instead of around the side, so we definitely wasted some time going up and down and around back to where we saw the 4 boys, but we found them.
Is your favorite band the Beatles?
Yeah, we're Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
My great creator was quite here. You'll
Ibsen.
find him in our Savior's Cemetery. By his grave, I'll wait for
Ibsen.
you.
We need to find Ibsen's grave.
Unnskyld, hvor er Ibsens grave?
Our Savior's Cemetery?
Do you know where that is? Our Savior's?
Follow.
Okay. Takk.
Mens blått lag blir ledet på riktig vei, har rødt lag raskt funnet fram til kirkegården. De nærmer seg Ibsens gravplass med stormskritt.
Guys, woman.
Yes. Yeah. Henrik Ibsen?
Nah?
Nei.
Okay.
As we were approaching the grave, it becomes apparent, no, okay, we don't need his name. It's not Henrik Ibsen that we're looking for. We're looking for his wife's name. Do you know Henrik Ibsen's wife?
Det borde jag veta, men...
Yeah, I think we asked these people over here. Do you guys know the name of Henrik Ibsen's wife?
Susanna.
Susanna?
Susanna.
A last name?
Susanna.
Oh my God, there's the name right there next to it. Sigurd?
Susanna Ibsen. Sigurd Ibsen.
But then we read the clue again, and we realize, wait a second, Henrik Ibsen is the writer of Dollhouse. We need to figure out who the main character in Dollhouse is. Who is the lead character in Dollhouse?
You were very patient.
Nova. What was your name? Nora.
Nora.
Nora, tusen tack.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Nora.
Thank you so much.
We make our way back, get the clue, but we probably cost ourselves a few minutes there, which in something like this, I mean, that might be the difference maker.
Let's look up here. We'll get a better view. Oh, she's right there.
Okay.
She's right there.
Den samme ledetråden går mye lettere for blått lag ved hjelp av Johnnys litteraturkunnskap.
Are du Nora?
That's correct.
Yay! As a character in crime fiction books, I'll stare you down with a real mean look. I am a lone wolf, but still kind of groovy. Next year, I'll even star in a movie. I drink too much, but still solve the crime. The killers are locked up serving their time. There's a local joint where I drink and eat. Come find me there in my seat.
Sherlock Holmes? And are you sure that Sherlock Holmes is Norwegian, or?
No, I don't know. I don't know if he sounds British to me, I think. I don't know. That's just my first guess.
Do you know of a crime movie coming out next year? Norwegian, like, crime solver?
Wolf and Groovy?
Yeah. What is it called?
Vad heter det på norsk?
Restaurant that he goes to?
There's a common restaurant.
Hvor er det han går hen på den restauranten da? Må ringe William. Just a second, I'll tell myself.
Yeah.
Ja, ring William.
Nei.
Jo, jeg gjorde det.
I don't
okay? Hei, Skatt, nå må du hjelpe meg. Nå står jeg her med et filmteam på graven til beste. De er på jakt etter en serie som blir spilt inn nå. Lone Wolf. I drink too much, but still solve the crime.
I could sense the rest of my team getting really nervous because she was spending a long time like explaining it to her son and like blah 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 blah. She read the whole riddle.
But still kind of groovy. Next year I'll even star in the movie.
It's a competition.
Yeah, we're having time, yeah.
They're amerikanske.
Yeah.
They're having, de har en competition.
De skal finne en restaurant
Så de
i
skal
Norge.
finne en restaurant.
I think Kate, I could just see it in her eyes. She just wanted to like grab the paper and run off.
This is a snowman.
Snowman.
Probably. Yeah.
We have to go. Yeah. Sorry.
Ja, hvor er det? Skynd deg da. Svar da. Supert.
And then the lady kept on being like, wait.
Thank you. Okay, takk. The restaurant is called Café Skrøder.
Café Skrøder.
Can I go this way?
And then finally, after she like finished her call, she was like, oh yeah, it's right up here, up the street, take a left and go, 3 blocks and this is the name.
Do you know the name?
Café Skrøder.
Skrøder.
And it's up that way.
I was worried at first, but in hindsight, I really think that we saved some time of wandering around trying to find somebody that might know. At least that's what I'm hoping was the case.
Harry Hole. What's his name? Harry Hole. Harry.
And where do we go to find his bar?
If we go up and to the left.
Okay.
And
At the green area?
yeah, like
Okay.
at the green area
Okay.
to the left.
Take the second left, and it's on the right-hand side.
Hvor er Café Skrøder?
Yeah. It's here. Just around the
Yes.
corner.
Okay. Yes, we just saved like.
It's to the left here?
Okay, next one. All right. He's sitting outside or inside?
Maybe he might. There it is.
Where?
Here, green man.
Green man. Yeah.
Do you know a bar called Schroeder?
Right there. There it is. Right there. It's right there.
Oh, guy's a loner.
Hello, friend.
We found the restaurant, and then I looked inside the restaurant, and I saw Frita from behind, and I was like, I know that head.
Inside.
Frita! Get inside!
Frita!
Sit down.
Yay!
Hey guys. So, do you know who I am?
Yes, Snowman, you're the snowman.
No, that's the bad guy.
Oh.
Do we need to know it?
No, not really.
You have my heart pumping?
I'm trying not to hit you right now.
My name right now is Harry Hole.
Harry Hole?
Yeah, and I'm a great detective.
The most unfortunate detective name I've ever heard of.
How did this book get that far along the line to publishing and no one was like, excuse me, I'm not so sure that we should name the main character Harry Hole?
Like his middle name could be Butt, just like Harry Butthole, Harry Pie Hole, Harry Nose Hole,
Harry Mouth Hole. But to me, that sounds like the cancer that you get when you chew too much tobacco. Their tongue turns like all hairy. I was like, ugh.
The Norwegians maybe need to work on their detective names a little bit.
I have no idea what our final time is going to be. I don't know if it's good, if it's bad, but obviously we could have done better, and any time that you're anything but perfect, it makes it tough to feel really good about your time.
I wonder about if we should have turned right instead of left in a couple situations. Maybe we would have found some places faster. So there's these things in my mind are wandering. I have no idea.
So, both teams managed to solve all the riddles with good help from the people of Oslo. The winning team are safe for another week, but the losing team will have to compete in an individual competition where one of you will be sent home. Team Red, you finished in 43 minutes and 18 seconds. Since you won the last competition, you get 1 minute subtracted from your time. It's Team Blue, that means the time you have to beat is 42 minutes and 18 seconds. And it was really close. There's actually just 2 minutes and 28 seconds that separates the two teams.
I was shaking so hard when Fridtjof was starting to kind of tell us about the competition and just the time and how close we both were, which is exactly what I was afraid of. In past competitions, when Fridtjof has said something like that, like, oh, it was so close, my team has never been the winner.
Team Blue, you finished the literature trail in 39 minutes and 50 seconds. Congratulations.
God, guys. Oh my gosh. After the result, I didn't know what to expect, and I think we were all four just like in disbelief. And I was like, just like kind of trembling afterwards. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know why this one got me so shaken up, but
I am so relieved that I don't have to do the individual competition. It's like a giant weight lifted off of your shoulders. It's just a sweet, sweet feeling to know that the next couple days or next week, I'm gonna just be taking deep breaths and enjoying Norway.
Team Red, I'm sorry. This means that you will have to face an individual competition, except from you, Jeff, because you have the spirit award.
You know, you're not going all the way in Alt for Norge without facing an individual competition. The odds are so low. And so inevitably, you know, you're going to compete in one, and I'm competing in one here tomorrow. And, you know, it's just how it is, and I'm going to give it my best shot. And nothing I can do at this point but just try and prepare and be ready.
It's a tough thing that I'm feeling right now. I feel like I have a lot of people back home that I really want to bring some good information to, and I'd really, really like to stay in Norway and meet my family.
Etter en lang dag skal deltakerne nå få en velfortjent pust i bakken.
Oh my God, hello. How are you? May we come in?
Midt på Karl Johan venter en natt på det ærverdige Grand Hotel.
This one is for you. Here you go. Welcome to our hotel. Yes, and the last room, Kelsey and Lauren. Yes, here you go. Welcome to our hotel.
I got my own room. It's for me.
All right. Whoa! Look at that.
that chandelier. Wow. That looks like a giant golden spider. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a bathtub! I love this.
Are you kidding me? We got our little loungy suite.
Look at the view.
Yeah. Can you just, you can go in here and just go, El Duce, Duce.
Hello, Oslo!
It's just sensation.
I got a couple waves, people.
The Grand Hotel is famous. Authors, musicians, painters, dignitaries have stayed here since 1874. To be an artist, such as I am, in this place is a sacred ground. I'm going to try to humble myself with this experience and then also just enjoy it, that, man, I'm here. I wonder if it is because of our artistic prowess that we deserve this presidential suite.
It might be.
I think it actually completes the room.
Yeah, I think they do. I think that they're going to ask us not to take these away from the room.
Because you'd have to spend more money to stay in this room.
Etter pausen får Jeff dra til slektsgården på Toten.
The 30 Spitsdaughter fine for illegal liquor sales! Yeah!
Now. Og taperlaget skal ut i den avgjørende konkurransen.
Who's Kev Exter?
Ibsen's Respets. Hold on.
Ibsen's...
På Toten ligger gården Langsveen, hvor Jeff sin tippoldefar ble født. Og i dag får han muligheten til å besøke denne gården for å lære mer om sin norske slektshistorie.
Well, it's impossible not to feel some weight in my shoes here. So 5 generations. As far as I know, I'm the first one ever back.
A little emotional. This is important for me, probably in the best way of just describing the word culture. In America, culture is easily defined as McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and freeways, and that's fine, that's pop culture of my upbringing. This is really deep culture, and good, bad, whatever the story is, I'm not gonna try to self-edit or self-direct the narrative of my family history. I think this is as good a spot as any to take a look at this situation. Dear Jeff, welcome to Langsveen and Toten. 182, oh man, I can't even get past the first line. All right. 182 years ago, your great-great-grandfather, Evan Johnson, was born here. Holy shit balls. The White House to the right is Langsveen, where you are now. Evan was born into a big family. He was the 8th child of his father, John. I'm the 8th child of my father, Gudvin, and his nickname was John. So there, hi Evan, I'm Jeff. In 1855, Evan married your great-great-grandmother, Olina. Their firstborn daughter came into their lives that same year. Even though Evan was a hard worker, it was not easy to make ends meet. As the family grew, he therefore tried different ways to supplement his family economy. Where does that sound familiar? Unfortunately, not all the attempts turned out successful, getting more and more familiar every minute. In 1857, a conviction found in old court papers states the following. Evan Johnson declared himself willing to pay the 30 Spitsdaughter fine imposed by the authorities for illegal liquor sales. Yeah! Yes! I love this guy! The amount equals over 8,000 kroner in today's value. This must have been a hard blow, but Evan was not the type who gave up. Over the next years, Evan's efforts paid off as he became the proud owner of Briskebotn and no longer had the obligation that followed a smallholder's life. Though owning a farm made the situation somewhat easier for the family, Evan's dream didn't stop there. In the summer of 1867, the family packed their belongings and left the green hills of Toten for the promised land of America.
During his lifespan, Evan married 3 times. Oh my God, what a stud. He was the father of many children, but unfortunately outlived several of them. Oh man. I would certainly say he's a man of courage, but I'd also say he's a rascal. Like, he's got married 3 times. He was a rum runner. So he was a little misdemeanorin when he had to survive. I am certainly a little misdemeanorin in my past, so I am a lot like him. So if I felt Norwegian before, I would say I now feel of Norge. Like, I feel a little bit deeper in these shoes. And I kind of feel like my family's earned it. I've earned it. My wife is still taking care of my kids, and my coworkers are still taking care of my company. There's just a lot of folks that are keeping me here to this moment, so I would like them to know that it was worth it. It was that and then some.
Tilbake I Oslo det snart tid for den avgjørende konkurransen. Det Lars, Richard og Kelsey som skal kjempe om å få bli I Norge.
I love all these islands and stuff.
And I love just seeing the ski hill right behind it, the big ski jump.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that? My grandpa was a ski jumper. He would have really liked it here. Cool. Would have really liked it.
Utsikten nydelig, men bak idyllen nervene I høyspenn.
Lars and Kelsey are both very smart people. It's kind of funny because in my life in America, I don't really deal with smart people. So I guess my only advantage would be if there's some kind of physical thing to it. If we have to run up a hill or down a hill. I don't want to lose this competition today, but if I do, I do.
It's weird. It's weird that one of us won't be here after today.
Yeah, it is strange.
I don't like that at all. I don't want to send either one of them home, so it's a bit of a mind game. It's just so close. There's just not very many people involved, so that's a bit hard.
I Norge så finnes det massevis av rim og regler som spesiallaget for å få tunga til å krølle seg. Men mest kjente av disse selvfølgelig Ibsens ripsbusker og andre buskevekster. Og derfor det nettopp den våre kjære norsk-amerikanere skal få bryne seg på I dag. Ibsens ripsbusker og andre Ibsens ripsbusker og andre buskevekster. Ibsens ripsbusker og andre buskevekster. Ibsens ripsbusker og andre buskevekster.
I den avgjørende konkurransen finnes det 5 poster med spørsmål og svaralternativer. På baksiden av svaralternativene det ord som til sammen skal danne regla Ibsens ripsbusker og andre buskevekster. Når deltakerne har tatt med seg et alternativ fra hver post, skal de memorere setningen og avgi den som svar. Hvis setningen riktig, men uttalen utydelig, får de høre
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
Men hvis de har valgt feil svar på en eller flere poster, så vil også setningen bli feil. Da må de tilbake til posten og velge et nytt alternativ.
Okay, Kelsey, this is your first individual competition.
Yep.
Okay, the time starts
now.
Which one of these 3 people is famous Norwegian writer? Jo Nesbø. Joe Nesbø and Ibsen. What is the name of the city where Munch's summer house was located? Asgardstrand.
Kelsey har kommet godt I gang med oppgavene, og også Lars klarer seg bra I starten.
So Nesbø. This is Ibsen's. What is the name of the city where Munch's summer house was located? Asgardstrand. Asgardstrand, right there. Ripsbusker.
Which one of these 3 people is a famous Norwegian writer? Joe Eriksson, Jan Fusen, Jo Nesbø. Oh my God. I'm gonna say, I don't know this one. Joe Eriksson. Leesons. What is the name of the city where Munch's summer house was located? Asgardstrand. It's Asgardstrand. Ripsbusker.
What's the company name for Oslo? Tigerstraden, Tigerstaden, it's Tigerstraden. This is Og. I was able to get through the post real quickly. I mean, I think the answers were fairly easy. They were all based on things that we've done here in Oslo and Åsgårdstrand this week. What's the name of the girl you met in the cemetery? Hora, Thora, Nora. Nora, I love that girl. She's super cute.
Oh, running back and forth from post to post was really quick. Nora. And I knew all of them pretty instantly except for the last one. Monk pointed one of the most famous pieces close to here. What's the Norwegian name of the painting? Skrik. Oh, Skrik. 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 Oh man, I can't think of which one it was.
Skrik, correct, or Strik, it's Skrik. Buska Vester. Gotta remember this. Ibsens Rips Busker og Andre Bus Evskter.
Mens Lars øver på uttalen, får Richard igjen problemer med å velge rett svar.
Tigerstraden, Titenti. Oh man, it's one of these two top ones. Stranden, Tigerstranden. I knew it was like the Tiger City or something like that. And two of them had tiger in it, so I didn't know which one it was. So I just picked one. Tigerstranden. What is the name of the girl you met in the cemetery? Nora, it's Nora. Andre. Oh God. Monk painted one of his most famous pieces close to here. What is the Norwegian name of the painting? Skrik, Creek, Streak. Shit, I don't know which one. I think it's Skrik. Skrik.
Ibsens Rips Busker og Andre. Ibsens Rips Busker og Andre Rips Beskver.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
Lars har den riktige setningen, men han sliter med å memorere den. Nå er også Kelsey klar til å gjøre et forsøk.
Ibsens Rips Buske og Andre Buskeve. I used a lot of time practicing. I think I kind of lost a little bit of focus there, and it just, my brain wasn't quite working the way I wanted it to, and as far as organizing the words and remembering them clearly. Buskevik.
Buskevester. License Rips Busker du Andre Buskevester. Shit, License Rips Busker du Andre Buskevester. License Rips Busken du Andre Buskevesker.
I'm sorry, you got word number 1 and word number 3 wrong.
Ibsens Rips Busker og Andre Rips Evekster.
Sorry, Lars.
Busk. It's really frustrating. You hate to have something so big and so important on the lines, and I had a lot of attempts reading that to Fritjof. Ibsens Rips Busker og Andre Rips Evekster.
I'm sorry, Lars.
Ibsens Busk Ekster og Andre Rips Evekster.
Ibsens Respets. Oh, hold on. I tried the first time, and I forgot the second word almost immediately. Oh, man, this is one. I don't know why I can't get this. Ibsens Ripbuske og Andre Buskevste. Buskevste. Ibsens Ripbuske og Andres Buskevste.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
What is the common nickname for Oslo? Tigerstaden. After I got all the words right, I still had trouble with remembering them. Ripsons. Shit, Ripskins. Ibsens Rips Busker. Oh, Andre Buskvesker. Ibsens Rips Buster. Oh, Andre Buskevesker.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
Ibsens Burstekster or Andre Ripstevekster.
I'm sorry, Lars.
Is it Ripsbushkin or Buskin? Is that where my pronunciation's going wrong? And so my mind was down a whole different path.
Ibsens Ripsbasker or Andre Baskavitse. Ibsens Ripsbasker or Andres Baskavitse.
That's correct. That's the right answer. Well done, Kelsey. Well done.
Thank you.
Ibsens Ripsbushker or Andre Ripskevekster.
I'm sorry.
Ripsbushker
or Andre Duskov. Shit, it's that last one.
Ibsens Ripsbushker
Ibsens
or Andre
Ripbusker or Andre
Bushtevekster.
That's right, you got it.
Buskevekster.
That's perfect. Well done, Richard. That was difficult, huh?
That was fucking difficult. Oh man, that was tough. I don't know how well I did though.
Memorizing tongue twisters in a foreign language while running as fast as you can under the hot sun is a really tough challenge. But all three of you rose to the occasion, and you can be proud of yourselves today. Kelsey, you had a tough time memorizing the tongue twister. But you are today's winner.
Wow, Kelsey. So proud of you. I'm proud of you. Good work, Kelsey.
Congratulations, Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Richard, you got 2 of the questions wrong, and you had a tough time remembering the tongue twister. Lars, you got all your answers right on the first go, but you struggled with getting all the words in the right order.
Mightily.
So, the one of you that finished second and is safe for another week.
When Lars and I were standing there, just side by side, I knew it was another crapshoot. You know, who knew what was going to happen? I thought about just it's going to suck if either one of us goes.
If this is it for me in FOR NORGE, it's been an absolutely amazing run. I really, really, really hope that it's not. I really, really want this to continue. I really do.
It's Richard. Congratulations.
Richard. Right there. It's all right, man. It's all right. Hey, no, Kate, stop it, Kate. Stop it, Kate. I know it'd be you. It's all right, guys. It's been one heck of an adventure, guys.
Go say goodbye to the others.
Get over here, one at a time. Get over here, Johnny. Get out to Seattle. We'll take Lauren after dinner.
Yeah.
Get over here, Lauren.
Lars, a pan.
Kate, stop it, Kate. Stop it, Kate. You live close to me.
You.
Stop it, Kate. I love you too.
I'm definitely sad that Lars is leaving. He just is an amazing man. He brings so much to our group. It just will not be the same without him.
We'll see you guys.
See
you. Adios.
Bye,
Bye,
Lars.
Get that last
Can we
shake
get the
now.
last shake? Yeah!
Bye, Lars. I certainly wish that I could keep going and keep having fun, but you can't win them all. And the fact that I've been here for over a month experiencing one of the coolest countries in the world in such an unbelievable manner is something that I'll never take for granted. It's been really, really, really cool.
Hey, Lars.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. I'm sad to see you go, though.
I'm sad to go.
It's been a true pleasure to have you here. And I have to tell you that I've never met anyone who's so good at displaying how grateful you are.
Thank you.
And I don't want you to leave empty-handed either.
What is this, Fritjof?
This is a book for you.
Okay.
And in here is your family tree.
Okay.
And there's also stuff that you want to know about Norway. So there's recipes in here, there's maps, there's loads of cool stuff.
Well, thank you very much, Fridtjof.
It's been a true pleasure. I'm gonna go now. You take care.
Tusen takk means thank you.
And
give me a hug here, Fridtjof, back home. Thank you. Right. Again, it really means a lot. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
First group shot. God. That's a good group of people right there. Whoa. Okay, so your family tree, we have Jorgen Knutsen Lia and Ingeborg Olsdatter. This is how, Leah, your family farm looks today, covered in snow. The farm is still in your family? What? What? I think I'm gonna miss the people of Norway the most. I mean, everybody has been so generous, they've been so kind, they've been so helpful, and they've been so excited to show off their great country to us. And in addition to that, I'm gonna miss the group that I've been with here for over a month. You know, those are people that I'm gonna love for the rest of my life. I mean, a really cool group and just really special to experience all this with them. You're the pulsar.
I'm not sure if this works as well.
Like this or like this?
I think that's
Which way would you like it?
I think you have to go the long way in Norway.
I think
so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not grilling, right? You want to
Grill
grill
a banana.
You could. You can make banana boat.
Ooh,
You're sausage friendly right there.
Someone just a sausage on this steak.
Mama needs a sausage.
Hey guys. Oh, look at you with your pølse and lompe.
We're getting good at this.
So what have you learned this week about Norwegian art and culture?
Actually, I had no idea of any of that stuff.
Me neither.
Do you remember the tongue twister, Kelsey?
Don't make me do it. I blocked it from my memory. It's something I can't access anymore. Richard?
Okay, I've brought the Spirit Award. You all know what this means. The person who gets this is safe for another week. And this week, it goes to someone who's always good at motivating the group, who has an infectious laugh, who's unafraid in every challenge, who has the biggest hair.
I do that infectious laugh.
And even if there's a nude man in front of her, she'll go up and pick the note off him. This one's for you, Lauren. Congratulations.
I was actually really surprised that I won the Spirit Award, but it's great. But it's hard to believe that I'm actually going to be here for 2 more weeks. I don't think that part's hit me yet. I think once the challenge comes on, that he'll feel a lot more real.
Take care, guys. See you.
Thank you. Lauren, how's your banana? Oh.
It's just a little black.
Yeah, can we? I want to see how this.
That might be really good.
Shouldn't you? Maybe you can try that.
Neste uke reiser norsk-amerikanerne vestover for å lære mer om norske troll og skoger.
We have troll creme. Maybe it's like a bug repellent.
Johnny!
Can you spit on this so I get a little more saliva on it? Thank you.
Oh, I can't believe I just. It's gross, phlegmy spit all over that cookie.